Have you ever felt like life has shattered you, leaving you beyond hope of repair? Like the pain you're carrying will never end? What if I told you that no matter how deep your wounds may be, God's miraculous power can restore what you thought was lost forever? Stay with me as we journey together to discover how faith has the power to heal even the most broken parts of our soul. Dear brothers and sisters, today, I come to you with a message of hope and restoration. Life, as we know it, is not without its trials. We all face moments of loss, grief, and deep emotional pain. At times, it may feel like the very foundation beneath us is crumbling. But in the midst of these struggles, let us remember this powerful truth. There is hope, there is healing, and our gracious God has the power to restore all that we have lost, and no matter how broken or lost we may feel, God's love and mercy are boundless. He sees us, He hears our cries, and He is always ready to restore, heal, and make us whole again. Stay with me as we dive deeper into this truth, and let us embrace the divine healing that is available to each and every one of us. The Lord is our healer, my dear brothers and sisters. He sees our pain, He knows our struggles, and He understands the depths of our hearts. No matter how shattered or broken we may feel, God has the power to put us back together, piece by piece. The process of recovery begins when we place our trust fully in Him. Though we may not always understand His ways, let us remember that His ways are perfect and His timing is divine. He is the great restorer, and in His hands nothing is beyond repair. Let us lean on His unfailing love and let Him work in us, healing our wounds and restoring our spirits that in our most difficult moments. It's easy to feel abandoned, as if we are facing the storms of life all alone. We often find ourselves questioning why bad things happen, wondering where God is in our suffering. But let us be reminded of this powerful truth. God is always with us. He never leaves us, even when we feel lost or broken. He promises to heal our hearts and renew our spirits, no matter how heavy the burden may seem. His love is greater than any sorrow, stronger than any pain we face. In His presence, we find comfort, hope, and the strength to endure. Let us hold on to His promises, knowing that He is our constant source of healing and restoration. Faith is the key to our recovery, dear brothers and sisters. It is through our unwavering faith in God that we find true peace, even in the midst of our pain. When we place our trust in Him, we open the door for His healing power to work in our lives. Though we may not experience instant healing, we must remember that God is always at work, even when we can't see it. His restoration happens step by step, as He carefully mends the brokenness within us. Trust in His timing, for He is faithful and His work is perfect. With every passing moment, He is drawing us closer to wholeness, one step at a time. Let us hold fast to our faith, knowing that He is always working for our good. Think about Job, a man who faced unimaginable loss. He lost his family, his health, and his wealth. In his deepest despair, Job had every reason to question his faith. Yet, through it all, he never lost his trust in God. He cried out in his pain, and God heard his cry. Though Job's suffering was immense, God did not abandon him. He restored what was lost, and in His divine mercy, He blessed Job even more than before. Job's faith in God, even in the darkest of times, was the key to his restoration. His story is a powerful reminder that no matter how great our losses may be, God is faithful to restore and bless us beyond what we could ever imagine. Hold on to your faith, for God's rewards are greater than any trial we may face. Brothers and sisters, let us remember that God is the same today as He was in Job's time. He has not changed. He is still the God of restoration, and His power remains unshaken. Just as He healed Job's broken heart and restored what was lost, He is more than able to heal our hearts, mend our shattered dreams, and give back what we thought was lost forever. No matter how impossible it may seem, God's ability to restore is limitless. He knows your pain, He sees your struggles, and He is ready to bring healing and renewal into your life. Trust in Him, for He is the God who restores, and His promises are steadfast. Let His restoring love fill you with hope and peace, knowing that nothing is beyond His reach. Remember, Dear brothers and sisters, that recovery does not always happen on our timeline. Takes patience, takes trust. But know this, God is faithful. He will restore you. He will bring joy out of sorrow and light into your darkness. Even when the process feels slow and the path seems uncertain, trust that God is at work in ways we may not immediately understand. His timing is perfect, and His restoration is always worth the wait. Hold on to His promises, for in His hands all things are made new. He will heal you, renew you, and fill your heart with the peace that only He can provide. If you are facing emotional trauma, turn to God. He understands your pain more deeply than anyone else ever could. Lay your burdens at His feet, surrender your worries, and allow His peace to fill your heart. God is the God of new beginnings, and no matter how broken you feel, you are never too far gone for His healing touch. His love knows no limits, and His mercy is boundless. He can restore you, renew your spirit, and give you hope for a brighter tomorrow. Trust in His grace, for He is always there, ready to heal and transform your life. If you have suffered loss, remember that God is the great restorer. He can bring beauty from the ashes of your pain. He can turn your mourning into dancing, and He can rebuild your life in ways you never imagined. Trust in Him and watch as He works wonders in your heart, restoring what was lost. Let us take comfort in the words of the psalmist. Asterisk, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Asterisk, Psalm 34 verse 18. God is near. He is with you in your pain, holding you close and working tirelessly to heal your wounded soul. Even in your darkest moments, know that He is present, bringing comfort and restoration to your heart. So, I urge you, brothers and sisters, don't lose hope. Trust in God's recovery. Believe with all your heart that He can heal your wounds, no matter how deep they are. He is the great physician, the one who can restore what has been lost and rebuild what has been broken. Even when it feels impossible, remember that God's power to heal and restore is limitless. He sees your pain, He understands your struggles, and He is more than capable of bringing you through to a place of peace and wholeness. Keep your faith, for with God, restoration is always within reach. He is faithful and His love will never fail. Keep your faith strong, dear brothers and sisters. Lean on God's promises, for He will never fail you. No matter how deep your wounds may be, God has the power to heal them. No matter how impossible your situation may seem, remember that God can restore what has been lost. Your recovery begins with your trust in Him, and He will walk with you every step of the way. May God's peace and healing touch your hearts today and always. God bless you all.